Hello, this is Alan Parry welcoming you to Highbury for the biggest match of the English season so far. It's Arsenal against Manchester United, the two most successful clubs of the 1990s who've won 18 major honours between them. Arsenal and United, champions of England 7 times in the last 9 seasons. And today's match, also a clash between the most prolific attack in the land, with Manchester United led today by Roy Keane, having scored 80 goals last season against the meanest defence, Lee Dixon. Skipper for Arsenal today, part of that most famous back four in football, who conceded just 17 goals in 38 Premiership matches as they finished just 1 point behind United in the final league table. As far as this season's league table is concerned, at this early stage of the season, nonetheless, if we have a clear winner today, then they will go to the top of the table and displace Tottenham Hotspur, who are currently standing in top position on 9 points. If it ends up a draw, Manchester United would stay where they are now in 3rd place, and Arsenal would move up several positions to 4th. But really, it's not about the league positions at this stage of the season. It's about the psychological battle between two of the game's most fierce rivals. A capacity crowd at one of the oldest stadia in Great Britain. And a tremendous atmosphere here in North London on a warm and pleasant afternoon. Sir Alex Ferguson and, of course, another of Old Trafford's knights, Sir Bobby Charlton, deep in conversation in the director's box here. Bobby, who will have played in so many of these matches himself down the years in his great playing days. Alex Ferguson never managed to figure as a player in English football. He was a star up in Scotland for Glasgow Rangers. Davor Šuker, very much a star in the last World Cup, is amongst the substitutes for Arsenal today. He's just got back from playing for Croatia in a victory over Yugoslavia in a European 2000 qualifying match. Let's take a check on the teams then. Arsenal with huge injury problems still. They're without 5 of their most important players in goalkeeper David Seaman, skipper Tony Adams, left-back Nigel Winterburn, their midfield French star Emmanuel Petit, and their Dutch winger Mark Overmars. And when you add last season's leading scorer, the now departed Nicolas Anelka, to that list, then Arsenal are missing more than half the team, which has brought them so much success in recent years. But for all that, it's still a multi-talented and multinational lineup, with players from Austria, Brazil, Sweden, France, Nigeria, and England, of course. Manchester United, they're also missing some key players through injury, notably their new goalkeeper, Mark Bosnich. He's replaced by the experienced Dutchman, Raymond van der Houw. England right-back Gary Neville, his brother Philip, continues to stand in for him. And centre-back Ronny Johnsen, whose place goes to fellow Norwegian international Henning Berg. But the deadly partnership of Dwight York and Andy Cole still very much in harmony, and already amongst the goals this season. York has 4 goals, Cole just 1 so far. Remarkably, Manchester United haven't lost a Premiership match in 1999. Thierry Henry, one of the new galaxy of stars here at Highbury. He'll be playing in place of Mark Overmars down the left for Arsenal today. Let's take a check on the substitutes. Again, internationals everywhere you look. On the Arsenal bench, the Argentine Nelson Vivas. Davor Šuker yet to make his debut since his signing from Real Madrid. Mark Overmars not fit enough to start, but still included amongst those substitutes. The Frenchman Gilles Grimondi and the veteran goalkeeper John Lukic. For Manchester United, a little bit more stretched these days because of the injuries, but nonetheless, it's an international lineup again. England's Nicky Butt and Teddy Sheringham, England under-21 player John Curtis, the Norwegian goalscorer Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and the 20-year-old, as yet untried at this level, goalkeeper Nick Culkin. Referee today is Graham Poll for a fixture that usually requires a strong referee. There have been some very physical and competitive clashes between these two in the the years. And Arsenal in particular have a good record against their opponents today, unbeaten in their last 4 league games against Manchester United. They won 3 of those, drew the other one, and United haven't managed a victory over Arsenal in the Premiership for almost 2.5 years now. You have to say, though, the injuries are likely to have affected Arsenal more than Manchester United, although Arsene Wenger, like Alex Ferguson, has built a really deep and talented squad of players. It has been tested to the full by all these injuries. David Seaman still a couple of weeks away from returning in goal. Nigel Winterburn has an ankle problem, although he has been playing this season and has only missed the last couple. Tony Adams, well, at one stage it was thought he might be fit enough to be considered for a place on the bench today. He hasn't made that. Double Shuka, one of those who is amongst the substitutes, as I mentioned, and Overmars close to returning. And when they get all those players back, and the likes of Shuka in action, Arsenal are going to be formidable again, that's for sure. But can the Gunners overcome the loss of so many important players today? Referee just checking on the numbers. Manchester United in their new look change strip for this season of dark blue shirts, black shorts and socks. Arsenal in their famous red and white on the Highbury pitch, which wins awards every season for its magnificence, looking absolutely resplendent yet again. A little bit of a win behind Manchester United's backs as they get the fixture underway. Dennis Irwin finding Dwight York, Martin Keown sticking very close to him, Paul Scholes to another England international, David Beckham. The ball finds Keane, Keane onto Andy Cole, back again to Paul Scholes in a good position here. They've got 3 in the box already, Manchester United, but the cross a disappointing one. First goal kick to Arsenal, Silvinho closing his man down successfully. The Brazilian defender signed from Corinthians for £4 million, and replacing the permanent fixture, it seems, Nigel Winterburn at left back in Arsenal's defence today. Arsenal have won the last 2 games here against Manchester United and scored 3 goals on both occasions, surprisingly, 3-2 and 3-0. Interesting to see how Henry shapes up down that left-hand side. He's made a bit of an uncertain start to his fledgling career in the English Premiership. David Beckham getting abuse from the crowd already, and also getting a telling off from the referee. Ball sailing over the head of both Yapstam and Kanu. Dennis Irwin's clearance. Beckham trying to keep it in play, but has only given it away to Patrick Vieira. Here's Parler under pressure from Scholes. Now Keane for Manchester United. Giggs layoff to Cole. Shakes off Silvinho. Good ball from Dwight York. David Beckham. 3 in the box again immediately here. And a good goalkeeping there by Manninger. Not quite the accuracy of cross we've come to expect from David Beckham, but still a tester for the young Austrian. There's Lee Dixon, 12 years an Arsenal player now, and captaining the side today. Arsenal have lost only 1 of their last 5 games against Manchester United. That was the FA Cup semi-final replay last season. And of course, this season got underway with another Arsenal victory over their old rivals, 3-0 in the Charity Shield. The other 2 matches finished drawn. Keown pressurised there by Dwight York and Andy Cole. And the ball just coming off Cole for an Arsenal throw. Mention the fact that Manchester United haven't lost a Premiership fixture this year. Well, Arsenal with an equally impressive record, beat just twice in their last 31 league and cup matches. Ljungberg winning the ball back, and indeed the referee's whistle stopping him in his tracks. It's a free kick to Arsenal, but I think Mr. Paul really should have allowed the advantage then to the home side. Bergkamp's layoff to Parler. Good tackle by Scholes. Beckham wins it back again. Neville. The first touch for Raymond van der Houw. 34, very experienced man. Very experienced official in the middle, Mr. Paul as well. Manninger, only 22. David Seaman out with a calf problem. Played a lot last season, Manninger, and kept 10 clean sheets in his 14 Premiership appearance. Raymond van der Houw, much older and more experienced player in the United goal, but neither of them, of course, first choice for their clubs. Here's Ryan Giggs. Good layoff by Cole. Keane helps it on. Beckham. Good return ball. Well, Giggs did his best to hold it up. Keane wins it back. Scholes goes in hard. Keown with a fine sliding tackle. And Vieira comes away with the ball. Look how much ground Keane has made up. And in the end, he's brought him down. He was always struggling to stay with him because Vieira had stolen a good 10 yards on him. I thought Keane did remarkably well just to catch up with him. But you can't make tackles like this in the modern game. And Roy Keane knows that as well as anyone. A little bit fortunate perhaps to escape a yellow card here as well, Keane. He clearly left his leg across the ankles there. Mr. Poll seeing fit at the moment anyway, just to award the free kick and take no further action. Referee very much in the spotlight early on. Vieira takes the kick himself. Easily cleared by Berg. It was a disappointing effort, that by Arsenal. And they could be punished on the break here with Ryan Giggs. Irwin, good ball back to Dwight York. He's got Giggs on the left. Cole in the penalty area for Manchester United here. Joined now by Dwight York near the penalty spot. Came off Dixon and then back off Giggs, so it's a goal kick. Good defending here from Lee Dixon and got a little bit of a lucky deflection. Ryan Giggs scored that fantastic goal, of course, to win the FA Cup semi-final replay between the two last season. The goal of the season in most people's estimation. Free kick awarded for a foul on Henningberg. His third season now since his move from Blackburn. Jaap Stam, the Dutchman, in his second campaign at Old Trafford. Dixon did well to keep that in play. Scholes, Ljungberg, now Vieira. Almost looked instinctively up there, expecting Petit to be alongside him, but his fellow Frenchman injured, not in the team today. Those two work so well together. Henry going in strongly against Neville, and now the Frenchman in possession. Did well and lays it on for Dixon. Thought about the shot, thought better of it. His last goal for Arsenal 3 years ago. And that effort never really likely to trouble Van der Houw. Giggs' header. Dwight York claiming a foul from Keown. The referee says play on though. Ljungberg. Bergkamp taken off him by Stam, and it came off the Arsenal player. Manchester United's throw. Going in well, but Keown got there first. Here's Canu. Manchester United winning those midfield battles at the moment. Irwin, a lovely layoff by Cole, but it was well read by young Matthew Upson. Ljungberg. Canu ahead of him. That was the ball he tried to play. And it's been given back to him by Irwin. Irwin's a terrific player and got that well then, having made the initial mistake. Over Scholes' head, Vieira. Berg heads it away. Bergkamp got a whack in the face there, accidental I think. Certainly the referee saw it that way. There's Giggs. Good challenge. Lee Dixon will feel happy about that. No one wants to see Ryan Giggs flying at them like that. Roy Keane. Still in dispute with Manchester United about a future contract. Irwin's cross. This is York. Oh, great skill. And he goes down from the challenge on the edge of the box again. The referee might have allowed advantage there because Andy Cole was suddenly in the clear, but I think they'll settle for a free kick here because it's a very, very dangerous position right on the D, and Arsenal will need to be on their toes here. Keown's rather rash challenge. Thought if the referee had let it go there, then Cole might have got a shot on target. But as I say, with Beckham in particular, Giggs and heaven knows how many other candidates here, could be almost as good as a penalty this to Manchester United. I suspect it'll be David Beckham though. Great position. Can he turn it into a goal? The answer's no. Parler bravely came out of the wall to block the shot. Here's York. Giggs. Vieira wins it back. Oh, he did brilliantly there, Vieira. That was a tight position near the corner. Stands header back in. Irwin. Vieira. On to Parler. Silvinho. Parler's given it away. Keane and Beckham going for the same ball there. Keane eventually gets it, and a good pass to find Scholes. On it goes to Beckham. Manchester United have started the more impressive of the two teams here, but Giggs caught offside. He doesn't think so. But a few moments earlier, as we see again, that Giggs was probably right there in thinking that he was onside. He seemed to delay his run. A few moments earlier, of course, David Beckham coming so close with that free kick. Well, not as close as he would have wished. Certainly Manninger happy that the wall did its job. Henry couldn't keep possession. Raymond van der Hout just about got there, though, ahead of Dennis Bergkamp. That was dangerous there. Manchester United. Matthew Upson clears. No nonsense. The 20-year-old who made only 5 Premiership appearances last season for Arsenal. All of them were as a substitute. In the starting lineup now because of the injury to Tony Adams. Arsenal throw. Very mature player, Upson, signed after only 2 minutes of league football, would you believe, with his previous club, Luton Town. Arsenal saw enough in him to take the gamble. Good skill from Silvinho. Henry, Vieira. This is Keown. Bergkamp. Now Ljungberg. Only Kanu in the box at the moment for Arsenal, and there's a foul in any case by Fredrik Ljungberg on Dennis Irwin. Keown, such an improved player now, an England regular as well. Irwin. This is Scholes. Henningberg along the ground to Beckham. That's a lovely little ball. Dwight York and Cole react brilliantly again. It was a very good challenge by Keown. He looks really on his game today. He's going to have to be as well against York and Cole, as Arsene Wenger knows only too well. And the challengers continue to thump in that middle third of the field. The grim-faced Alex Ferguson looks on. was fouled. The Manchester United fans on that far side not too convinced about it, but the referee had no hesitation. Stam making his way forward for the free kick, which Beckham, I guess, will take himself. Or the other option, alongside him, Ryan Giggs. It is Beckham, though, and it's a beauty, and Cole's header hits the bar. Arsenal close to conceding the first goal of the game. Andy Cole, so dismayed that that stayed out. As Erwin finds Scholes, on it goes to Keane. Scholes winning it back again, but he's given it away inadvertently there to Canu, and on it goes to Thierry Henry, who's got the pace to keep going here. Good save, Van der Hau. Well, talk about end-to-end action. We almost had a goal for both teams. Great break here, lovely ball, and Henry, once he gets in behind the last defender like that, usually doesn't miss. He did this time, but for that we have to credit Van der Hau in the United goal. The game has suddenly come to life. 15 minutes gone. It's been a cagey sort of opening. And now both teams going close. Scholes, Keane, Berg. Here's Neville. Challenge again, this time by Silvinho. Dwight York there to play the ball for Beckham, but Keown should get there first. Bergkamp being held by Henningberg. Arsenal get on with it quickly, and Manchester United were caught on the back foot there. Ray Parlour for Arsenal. Well, it's not very often Manchester United aren't concentrating, but they weren't there. Arsenal took the free kick so quickly. United was a little bit dozy there. Moments earlier, United thought they'd scored the first goal. Tremendous header by Andy Cole against the crossbar. And this shows how close it was. Scholes. Good header on. Finds Bergkamp. Henry ready for the return ball. Bergkamp decided to go for goal. It wasn't far away. Beautiful curl on that shot there, as you can see from the slow-mo. High hopes, of course, at Highbury this season, that Arsenal can continue to challenge Manchester United for the top spot in English football, as they have done consistently really since the Premiership was formed. Remember, between these two teams here in action today, 7 league titles in the last 9 seasons. What a record. Erwin. A little push there by Keown on Dwight York. Here's Beckham. Neville finding York again. Lovely control from the Trinidadian, who then got a little bit rash with that challenge. And certainly not an evil bone in his body, so it was a mistimed rather than malicious tackle here. And a little bit of frustration, I think, more than anything from Dwight York. Looked bad though, didn't it? And the referee hesitated, but did not produce a card in the end. Arsenal with a fantastic home record the last couple of seasons. If you take in the back end of last season, they've now gone 11 matches unbeaten here. Or I should say they've won the last 11. Even longer than that, since they were defeated, over 30 games in fact. And their free kick here. Easy clearance. Stam. It's been given away by Manchester United. Here's Parlour. Thierry Henry scuffed the shot, but it almost turned into a decent through ball to Dennis Bergkamp. I'm sure it was intended as a shot by the Frenchman, who cost £11 million, and he signed recently from Juventus. now winning it back. Kanu. He's unlucky. Ljungberg. Kanu again. Vieira. This is Silvinho. And they're backing away here, but Vieira couldn't get any further than Roy Keane. Henry. Great ball, Ljungberg almost got there. Scholes. This is Cole. Now Beckham. The through ball for Giggs is brilliant. Well, Ryan Giggs, of all people, to miss what was, at this high standard, a relatively simple chance here. It's a lovely ball by Beckham, and the awareness in running off the ball shown by Giggs was excellent, but the finish wasn't. Really thought he was going to hit the target here, Ryan Giggs. Would have preferred it on his left foot, of course, but he is a two-footed player who should have done better, even though it was his weaker side. Great ball from Beckham to set him through then. Strange enough, I mentioned that fantastic goal that Giggs scored against Arsenal in the FA Cup last season. It was the first time he'd ever scored against them. Kanu going forward here. Amanda Howe anticipated well again. Scholes. There's Henning Berg. And now Philip Neville. 20 minutes gone. Still Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. Both teams have gone close. Silvinho looks on in horror to see that the referee's awarded the free kick against him. So it came off worse in that challenge with David Beckham, but the referee saw it as a foul. Stam again coming forward for the Beckham free kick. Beyond him and just about everyone else. Keown flicking it away though. Giggs. York's layoff. This is Irwin. Giggs can't find a way past Dixon. Giggs complaining that he was having his shirt held then by the Arsenal man. Arsenal have lost just once in their last 24 Premiership matches. The statistics very impressive, whichever way you look at them for both these teams today, as you would expect from the top two clubs in the land currently. Manchester United, the first English club ever, of course, to achieve the treble, league title, FA Cup, European Cup in that glorious season. But it's Arsenal looking dangerous on the break. Bergkamp, Silvinho, Vieira joining it. Henry ahead of him. Here is Vieira. Had to check. Silvinho's cross, just a little too deep for Kanu. Well, we knew he was still there, but shielded it out of play cleverly. Well, they seem to have taken to him instantly here at Highbury, the Brazilian defender. He won the league title in his homeland last season with Corinthians. Vieira onto the through ball then. This is the 7th meeting between Arsenal and Manchester United in just over a year. They met no fewer than 5 times last season, and United only won that one, the FA Cup replay in the semi-final, that fabulous match. Ljungberg has switched to the left flank for the moment. On it goes to Parler. Arsenal happy to get the throw. Midway through the first half, we're still waiting for the first breakthrough here. I assume Sham got the shout from his goalkeeper there that it was going wide. If not, it was a mighty big risk to take. United themselves unbeaten in 23 Premiership matches since Middlesbrough defeated them at Old Trafford last season. Coming to win it back there. Good challenge though by Stam, but it's Arsenal who pick up the pieces. Bergkamp, brave header away by Henning Berg. Like you're closing Meninga down, but it's a good clearance by the young Austrian. Straight to Dennis Bergkamp. It was a brilliant clearance. And Stam comes to win it back off his fellow Dutchman. Giggs. Keane. You're finding the captain, Roy Keane. Arsenal pressing up, hoping for an offside decision. So United have to go back to continue the build-up. Now given away by David Beckham, who wins it back with a fine header to Dwight Yorke. Silvino conceding the throw. Beckham. Now Neville. The final 20 minutes of the half. Pretty much as you'd expect, so little to choose between these two teams. United have just got to avoid defeat in their next two matches, including today, to equal the league record, incidentally, for long unbeaten run. Here's Andy Cole. Wasn't the best pullback, and easily cleared by Upson. Looking a little bit sharper, Manchester United, for me. The layoff from Giggs was excellent, but Cole was offside. He's had a few close decisions to make, Mr. Paul. Berg's clearance. Dixon winning it back. Keane is there for Manchester United. Yorke couldn't control it. Keane got his foot right through the clearance. Scholes. Challenged by Parler. Now Giggs. Right, Yorke, a lovely reverse ball. Giggs will have to motor to keep this in. Lost the race. Touching it on to Kanu, and the Nigerian foul there by Bergen. It's an instant free kick that releases Bergkamp. He's got Henry up with him, didn't see him, went for goal himself, and Henry might have been better placed, but you can hardly question Dennis Bergkamp when you look at his goal scoring record. 16 last season, only Nicolas Anelka scored more. Had he just spotted Henry there, Henry shaken off his marker and was arguably in a better position to score. Kanu had helped to set things up there for Arsenal, and the burgeoning formation between Bergkamp and the man in possession. Kanu looking really effective here as Kanu goes forward again and finds Henry. Good challenge by Neville, did really well, came to Manchester United's rescue there. Here's Keane. Cole touching it on to Yorke. Giggs in support. We've got a man over here, it's Beckham, and here he is. Scholes in the middle, and maybe if Scholes had let it go on, well, he wouldn't have counted anyway because the linesman's flag has gone up. I was going to say, if he let it go on, Dwight York was right behind him. They're all pretty irrelevant. Keep your eye on the linesman. Just in the corner of the picture there, he flagged instantly. Dwight York feeling maybe another goal was on the way. He's got 4 already this season. His record now for Manchester United, an incredible 33 goals in 55 appearances. Foul there by Phil Neville, taking the place of his elder brother, who's still out injured. Parler. Wins it back, and it's a good ball too to York. On it goes to Cole. He's offside. 4 times in just about as many minutes. The Arsenal offside trap has worked perfectly. They always say it's a risky game, but Arsenal have been doing it for years and seem to have well nigh perfected the art. Kanu at the other end. Brilliant skill from Kanu, that was exquisite. Oof, very nearly an own goal. Well, Manchester United got themselves in a mess then, principally because of Kanu's wonderful skills here. Just look at that. Brought it down beautifully. Neville with the interception almost turned it into the top corner of his own goal there. With so many own goals in the Premiership already this season, that was nearly another spectacular candidate. Vino will take the corner. Referee's seen a bit of pushing and shoving going on before the kick is taken. Keep your hands down, he says, rather like a boxing referee. Very deep, too deep really, from the Brazilian. Scholes keeps it in play. Over Vieira's head. Cole couldn't bring it down either. Great skill from the Frenchman. Bergkamp and Kanu combining again. Henry. Neville gets it away. Great clearance by Martin Keown. Ljungberg did well there, the young Swede. Here's Kanu. Dixon. Good ball for Parler. Gives it away. By Vieira, tackle from behind on Dwight York, referee warning him, you better not do that again. Keane. Here's Neville. Keane under pressure. Vieira winning it back. Now Bergkamp. But for the 3rd time in this half, Dennis Bergkamp, unusually for him, fails to get his shot on target. Vieira making the chance really by nicking the ball there off the Manchester United skipper Roy Keane. Scored 7 goals in his last 12 league games, Dennis Bergkamp. Vieira again. Ljungberg. Kanu takes over. Done brilliantly here, Kanu, and what a shot! Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the season if Raymond van der Houw hadn't produced such a brilliant save. Fabulous skill from Kanu. He was so far out there, that was heading for the top of the net. Great save by the Dutchman van der Houw. Oh, even Mark Bosnich, or indeed Peter Schmeichel, couldn't have bettered that. Silvinho. Vieira again. Hudson flicks it on. Beckham up against Bergkamp, facing his own goal. Unusual for David Beckham, but how well he coped. He's still motoring forward onto the return ball. It's a good challenge by Hudson to stop him. Andy Cole. Here's Beckham. Given away to Henry. One of the narrower pitches in the division here at Highbury, so wide players like David Beckham, Henry, and the opposition don't get much room to manoeuvre. Keown has lost the battle there, and Andy Cole is in a great position. Oh, well played, Meninga. That all happened so suddenly. Keown, for once, being beaten. And at the other end, Patrick Vieira threatening. That's a foul. Foul on Stam. But Dwight York beats Martin Keown to the challenge here. And suddenly Arsenal are exposed. Cole through, onside this time. What great work by the goalkeeper in coming out so quickly and bravely at Andy Cole's feet. So both the standing keepers have excelled in the last few minutes. Into the last 10 minutes of the half. That's the main reason why it's still 0-0. Flick on by Keane. Meninga got a fist to it, and that was enough. Now Arsenal could break here. He's got great pace. Ljungberg, he managed to keep his feet despite the challenge from Scholes, but then couldn't find Dennis Bergkamp. Scholes back in possession for United. Irwin. York. Good possession by Manchester United. On it goes from Henningberg into the corner for Dwight York. Upson got up behind, the crowd applauding everything this young man does. He could be the future Tony Adams for Arsenal. Beckham's through ball. Oh, that was an important header by Keown, but they've got it back here, Manchester United. Scholes lay off. Dwight York hits it, and again the goalkeeper has kept Arsenal in it. Well, Dwight York must have thought another goal was on the way here. It's a lovely little ball from Scholes to set him through. He hit it well, and with his foot, Meninga managed to keep it out. The goalkeeper stranded there, though, and Arsenal just about survived. Henningberg close. Goalkeeper couldn't find a way through the crowd, and it looked for a moment as though Manchester United were going to take the lead here. Berg turning it back. Cole couldn't reach the rebound in time. Scholes has given it away. Upson's clearance. 8 minutes and a half remaining. Still goalless, but an intriguing, high-quality game of football here at Highbury. From England's two most successful club teams. Silvino wins it back for Arsenal. The crowd enjoyed that. They did not enjoy that challenge from Scholes on Vieira, and nor did the referee, who is reaching, I suspect, for a yellow card here for the Manchester United player. It was a rather injudicious challenge, at best. And a yellow card for Paul Scholes. Vieira still lying injured. Manchester United as formidable as ever away from home. They have not lost in their last 17 away matches in League and Cup since Sheffield Wednesday beat them at Hillsborough in November of last year. Fabulous record, just as impressive as Arsenal's home record. ownership, giving us these dramatic high shots of this lovely old stadium. And the new manager, still a bit of a newcomer, isn't he? Arsene Wenger has kept the Arsenal traditions intact. Very successful couple of years he's had here. And his team have won a corner. Being closely watched on the near post. Kanu is in that area as well. Kanu couldn't touch it, but it comes out to Ljungberg, who hits it straight at David Beckham. Bergkamp. Too high and wide for Henry. Well, Frederick Ljungberg actually scored within 5 minutes of his debut for Arsenal against Manchester United last season. Hasn't managed a goal since. That shot was going off target anyway. Stam's header. Dixon. Good ball for Kanu. Bergkamp on mark if he sees it. And he has. And on it goes to Ljungberg. He scored! He loves playing against Manchester United. 2 goals in his Highbury career. And they both come against their biggest rivals. 4 minutes of the half remaining. Arsenal draw first blood. Kanu inevitably playing an important part in the goal. So too did Dennis Bergkamp. A finish as cool as you like from the young Swede, Frederick Ljungberg. Rare event still for Manchester United to concede a goal and go behind in a Premiership fixture. Sadly, their supporters will tell you it's not rare enough to find themselves in that position against Arsenal, though. Well, that's a perfect way to round off the first half from Arsenal's point of view. Unlikely looking hero with his punk rock hairstyle, but a hero he is to Highbury at the moment. Henry with a towering header. Kanu doing well here, and still, and Bergkamp's there. Good save, although admittedly it was almost straight at the keeper. Manchester United could have found themselves a couple of goals behind here in the first half. That was close, and it almost sneaked through. Although they've had a great deal of possession here, Manchester United, full credit to Arsenal for the way they've performed in this first 45 minutes. Ljungberg. It's a great ball too for Bergkamp, and confusion there between Stam and Van der Hau. They literally speak the same language, so they should have been on the same wavelength, but not that time. As Bergkamp finds Giggs. Van der Hau came an awful long way from his goal there. I think Stam wasn't expecting him to be so close to him. As we have another look at the earlier effort from Bergkamp. The goalkeeper's positioning good enough to keep out the shot. Scholes. Upson did well, striding on as well. Leaves it now to Henry. Silvino overlapping to his left and finds him. Henry beaten, but Arsenal retained possession with Parler and now Bergkamp. Strangely out of sorts in this first half, Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp again. That's a great ball, but just offside. Kanu just got into the trap. Into the final minute of the first half at Highbury, and it looks like ending on a successful note for Arsenal. They lead 1-0. Harlem. Silvinho. Bergkamp's layoff. He claimed it was handball by Berg. The referee said it came off his thigh. Quite a difference in the anatomy there. Oh, well played, Vieira. Henry. Bergkamp. Did well to keep possession there, Bergkamp. And Canu hits it! Straight at Van der Haar, though. Canu is the roar around Highbury. A wonderfully gifted footballer. More professional in his outlook, dare I say, than Nicolas Anelka, whose place he's taken in Arsenal's attack this season. Anelka, not a name you speak too loudly around these parts. There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. We've got to credit both goalkeepers, because Meninga had made a couple of really important saves before Ljungberg's goal, and Van der Haar at the other end of the field has stopped Arsenal going in at half-time even further in the lead. Or up to now he has, anyway. Claimed a handball against Scholes. Referee didn't give anything. And look how well Dixon did to get back there. Sometimes you wonder if these Arsenal defenders really are as old as their birth certificate suggests. He's 35, Lee Dixon. Playing like a new teenager there, the way he sprinted back. But Keown has conceded a free kick. It might be the final meaningful action of this first half. So Arsenal will need to be on their toes here. Owen to Scholes. Good ball from Dwight York. Neville. This is Beckham. The whistle approaching as it's played into the middle. Vieira was there in the right place to get it clear. Get another free kick. So according to my watch, that's the end of the added time now, so there will literally be only a matter of a handful of seconds remaining. Beckham will take the free kick. Arsenal defended well. Scholes back into the crowd, and Keown just about got it clear, but it's only gone as far as Giggs. Keown's there again, and now the referee finally does blow the half-time whistle, and all around the stadium, apart from the tiny corner where the Manchester United fans are housed, fans stand to applaud Arsenal off the field, and in particular Frederik Ljungberg for his goal 5 minutes before half-time. Raymond van der Haar in the Manchester United goal, and Alex Meninga guarding Arsenal's net. Both had outstanding displays in that first 45 minutes. That's the only reason that we didn't have more goals to enjoy. But certainly Ljungberg enjoyed his, only his second ever as an Arsenal player. And as I mentioned, the first also came against Manchester United. There's a good quiz question for you. Terrific first half here. We're already looking forward to the second 45 minutes at Highbury. But the score at half-time, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. And welcome back to Highbury as Manchester United take the field. No changes made by either Sir Alex Ferguson or Arsene Wenger during the half-time interval. So the starting 11s as they were just about an hour ago now. And the combination of Cole and York have, well, always dangerous. You'd never write them off, of course, but they haven't really been on the top of their game, either of them today. But maybe that isn't doing full justice to the performance of Arsenal's magnificent defence, in which Martin Keown in particular has been truly outstanding. The only goal of the first half scored by this young man, the 22-year-old Swede Frederik Ljungberg, who joined Arsenal just about a year ago, made 16 Premiership appearances in all last season. Pretty much a squad player. He's not a regular starter, but because of all the injuries that Arsenal are suffering at the moment, that's why he's in the team. Remember, no David Seaman, Nigel Winterburn, no Tony Adams, no Mark Overmars, no Emmanuel Petit. And Anelka has gone, of course. Remarkable how well they're doing here against the champions when you consider who isn't playing for Arsenal today. But it's the Gunners who lead by 1-0. And they will get the second half underway here, trying to maintain their excellent record against Manchester United in recent years. Silvinho, the left-back replacement for Nigel Winterburn, with the through ball over the head of Kanu, committed back by Jaap Stam. Henningberg for Manchester United. And here's Dwight York, run back off him by Upson. Silvinho releases it. Keane can't keep possession. Battle for the tackles in the middle of the field. This time goes Manchester United's way. They've been given the free kick. United winning their 5th Premiership title in 7 seasons since the league was formed, and runner-up on the other 2 occasions. They've been champions in England 3 times in the last 4 seasons, Manchester United. An unbelievable record. But even when they won the title last season, they lost here. They're trying to get back on level terms now, as York fails to find the way through. They lost just 2 away games last season, Manchester United at Highbury, and against Sheffield Wednesday and Hillsborough. Only Chelsea could match that record of excellence. Here's Scholes. Giggs offside. And one thing that Manchester United haven't achieved today is to find a way around Arsenal's swift-moving offside trap. They've fallen into that far too often, I would think, for Alex Ferguson's liking. Henry. Headed away by Burn. Silvinho. Henry. Quick interpassing in the middle of the field. Patrick Vieira. Kanu. And again, the big Nigerian. Such a deft touch for such a tall man. Here's Silvinho. Giving away to Keane. Their mistake in a game of excellent quality. Paolo with the shot! My word, that was close. Explosive finish there from Ray Parler, who ended last season in great goal-scoring form. Scored 6 times in the final 15 games in the Premiership. And of course managed the winner at the start of this season against Manchester United in the Charity Shield. Neville. Back by Upson. Henry couldn't quite keep it in play. Ferguson will know that at this early stage of the season, defeats aren't necessarily that serious, but I think defeats against a team that you would expect to be perhaps your biggest rivals for the Championship, that's a different story. And the Championship still surely Manchester United's #1 priority. Little push there by Upson on York, not spotted by the referee. Jaap Stam at the other end guides it safely back. Here's Giggs. Now Andy Cole up against Keown. Kenny defending by Martin Keown. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Capped over 20 times now by England. Andy Cole, of course, an England's squad member as well. His career began here at Arsenal. He only made 2 substitute appearances, Andy Cole, for the Gunners before George Graham, who was in charge in those days, sold him on to Bristol City, and of course his career really took off. Dangerous little back header there by Keane. Owen's clearance has gone straight to Patrick Vieira, who tries to lob it straight back in because he saw Raymond van der Houw off his line. Quick thinking there by Vieira, and not the finish he was looking for. back with Vieira again. Canu. Great play by Roy Keane. Rumours in some of the English papers this morning that Roy Keane is on his way at the end of the season to Juventus. We shall see. At the moment, Roy Keane still very much the heart and soul of Manchester United's midfield, but he couldn't prevent Ljungberg giving the visiting, or rather the opposition team, the lead today. Neville with the long ball. Knocked clear by Dixon, straight to Jaap Stam. Here's Henry. They've got a man over here. Ljungberg. Harler. Lee Dixon's continued to run forward. Bergkamp, the man in possession. A lot of options here for Arsenal. Canu tries the shot, which was a bit optimistic really, but the game he's had, you can't really blame him. 8 goals in his previous 21 appearances for Arsene Wenger's team. Two very different men. Alex Ferguson, aggressive, hugely competitive man. Arsene Wenger, a dignified, almost academic on the touchline. They both know what they're doing in this game, that's for sure. Remember, Arsenal have not been beaten here at Highbury in 30 matches. 25 wins, 5 draws since Blackburn won here in December 1997. And they are in front, and even the best team in the land, if that's what you regard Manchester United as, are going to have problems. Especially against the legendary Arsenal defence, which so rarely concedes, but could be in a bit of trouble here. Keown, however, heads it back. And the young goalkeeper, Meninga, has not put a foot wrong today. Harler. Dwight York will keep chasing here. He's sneaked in behind Martin Keown. That's great play by York. There's Keane. Neville joins the attack. Looks as though he's having his shirt pulled there by Henry. Play on, says Mr. Paul. Here's Vieira. Silvinho, good ball for Henry. Bergkamp just played it in behind Silvinho there. But the Brazilian's done well. Very well. Neville's clearance helped by Keane. And the foul has gone against Matthew Upson there, which seemed to me, I have to say, a harsh decision against the 20-year-old by Mr. Paul. Good game he's had too, and the replacements, if you can call them that, Silvinho and Upson in Arsenal's back four, have certainly not let their team down, quite the opposite. Well, it has been commonly suggested that the reason Manchester United have been more successful than Arsenal in recent times is simply that they have the biggest and best squad, but Arsene Wenger has quietly, studiously built up the size of his squad here, and when you look at those replacements, I hate to use that word today, but that's what they are, and he certainly added very intelligently to the numbers. Van der Haar looks for York. Keown keeps his eyes on the ball and cleverly flicks it back. Losing their league title by just 1 point, of course, in the end to Manchester United on that dramatic final day of that season. I think it was the defeat in the penultimate match at Leeds that really cost them the title. Keane's clearance, gone straight to Ray Parlour. Here's Vieira. And back again to Vieira. Amadou in the middle, so is Ljungberg on the far post. Just a bit too high for him. Giggsy gets it away. Parler. Keown. Brilliant. Just got caught on the ankle. Limping as Bergkamp carries on the attack. Whoa! That produced another fine save by Raymond van der Houw. Van der Houw's never made more than 2 consecutive appearances in his 4 seasons at Manchester United. He's going to have to now because Bosnich is going to be out for a while yet. But he has produced an excellent display here today, the 34-year-old. But even he would have been powerless to stop that going in as Matthew Upson met the flick on. Now Bergkamp. Bergkamp goes down, but the referee's actually given the free kick the other way. But Arsenal so unlucky not to increase their lead here. And it came from an unlikely source in the 20-year-old Matthew Upson, who's never scored in a senior game for Arsenal. He won't get a better chance than that probably, but smashed it against the post. And Manchester United have had a let-off and go forward dangerously themselves. Ryan Giggs. Scholes. Here's Beckham. Cole on the far post. York taps it in, but the linesman's flag immediately rules out the celebration. I just wonder if he'd have let the header from Andy Cole go into the net without applying the finishing touch, whether the same decision would have happened. Let's have a look at the replay here. Lovely ball, wasn't it, by Beckham? Then the header by Cole. Well, actually, it would never have gone in anyway, and it almost brushed the arm too, you have to say there, of Keown. Well, that's a contentious decision, really. Beckham. York. The return ball. Spotted by Keown. That'll be a corner. Keown not very happy. Oh, he had his ankles clipped again there by David Beckham. Well, there's so much quality on view in this game that I certainly wouldn't rule out a goal for either side. At the moment it's Arsenal in the lead. Good defending by Patrick Vieira. Beckham. Irwin's going to have to chase here. He's been closed down by Henry. The most convincing kick away by Van der Houw. He's given it straight to Ljungberg. Henry looking for Bergkamp. Well played, Van der Houw. Silvinho now. Vieira. Lee Dixon. Well by Stam, and he releases Cole, and on it goes to Giggs. He's onside this time, but Silvinho should clean it up and does so. Excellent build-up, crisp finish, and Arsenal's lead has been demolished. Roy Keane's first goal of the new season, and even Arsenal's defence powerless to prevent it. He started the move as well. Lovely little return ball by Cole. He just kept on running, Keane. So there was no chance of him being offside as Cole slipped it through here. He came from behind the defenders onto the through ball and finished calmly. And Alex Ferguson was out of his seat to celebrate. Well, that'll be a big boost for him. He was sent off, remember, against Arsenal in the FA Cup replay last season and missed the Charity Shield against them because of an injury. So a satisfying moment for the United captain, and the teams are level as we move into the final half an hour. Jackie-ups and shot had gone in. Arsenal were looking at a 2-0 lead. But now they've been pegged back. They have a free kick, however. Bergkamp knocks it in. Van der Hauw punches it away. Parler given away to York. Game right back in the balance now. It could go either way, this. Yeah, it gives it away. Manchester United have been trying to bring on Nicky Butt on the far side of the field, but the moment they scored their goal, he went to take his seat again, but now he is on his feet, ready to come on. I wonder if he was going to replace Roy Keane. I doubt it somehow, but that would be a story, wasn't it? Keown's clearance. It's usually Paul Scholes' place that Nicky Butt takes. It's a substitution that Alex Ferguson has used a great deal. Let's see. And the number being held aloft is indeed that of Paul Scholes. So one England player replaces another. Nicky Butt, who was actually sent off here last season for a tackle on Vieira in the corresponding league game. That was his second red card in the space of 4 days, because he'd also been dismissed in the European Champions League game earlier against Barcelona. Rotation is the N-word, it seems, in English football. With both these teams enjoying such quality squads, it's no surprise to see internationals coming off the bench to try and influence the game for their side. As yet, Arsene Wenger sticks with the 11 who started the match. It's his first touch, but it's straight out of play. Canu. Silvinho. Vieira. Here's Dixon. Ljungberg. Gets it back again from Ray Parler. Dixon. Crowd warned him the challenge was coming in. Raymond van der Hauw's taking a big risk coming out of his area like that. He's got away with it again. Vieira. Bergkamp. Great skill from Bergkamp. Keane's there to win it back. Crowd furious, thinking that Arsenal might have had a penalty then. Referee shakes his head. Play continues with Silvinho. Now the whistle has gone. Arsenal have a free kick. So we're going to look at this incident here with Bergkamp up against Henningberg. He turned him beautifully. I think the referee was right. Parler. This is Silvinho. Ljungberg. Vieira sees the outlet down the right in Lee Dixon. Parler is with him, but it goes into the penalty area to Bergkamp. Great skill from him, beautifully read by Jaap Stam. Vieira wins it back. Now Canu. And still, Vieira. Oh, couldn't quite flick it back to the big Nigerian, but Arsenal rolling forward again with Silvinho. He hasn't done much wrong today, Van der Hauw. Neville angling it forward, and Oxen guilty of holding on to Dwight York there. Beckham, short to Keane, the goal scorer. On it goes to Nicky Butt. It wasn't a bad effort. The most consistent of goal scorers, Nicky Butt. In fact, he only managed 2 last season, and it's 20-odd matches since his last goal. This game has so many other qualities. Played in most matches in the Premiership for Manchester United last season, despite the intense competition in midfield. Foul there by Berg on Canu, and Berg's going to be in trouble. The Arsenal fans screaming for a red card, but I'm pretty sure it'll only be yellow because he was a long, long way from danger. So strong though, Kanu. He turned Henningberg there. Yellow it is. And he becomes the second Manchester United player to be similarly punished. The other one has gone off, of course, Paul Scholes. Schuker has just gone to warm up for Arsenal. Great cheers from the home fan for him as Bergkamp overhits the free kick. So are we about to see the debut of Arsenal's newest star, I wonder? Keogh, meantime, defends against a persistent Dwight York. And Upson did really well. Bergkamp fouling Henningberg that time, and Berg is furious. The referee tells him if you complain like that again, you'll be off. He made that perfectly clear. Beckham. Dwight York. This is Neville. York's given it away. Henry, onto Ljungberg. Nicky Butt pursuing him, but he's done well, the Swedish player. Now Henry. The deflection takes it to Dixon and on to Parler. 4 in or on the edge of the box here for Arsenal. Vieira. Now Ljungberg again. Kanu. Giggs gets it away. Good pressure this from Arsenal, trying to regain their lead. Keogh forced to go back. Well, that's a sloppy ball by Ljungberg, but in fairness to him, he came to win it back. Now Patrick Vieira. Kanu, brilliant skill again. And a lovely ball almost, but Dennis Irwin anticipated it. There's Nicky Butt again. York. Beckham. There's so much to admire about this game. The technical quality has been of the highest order. Technical about that challenge from Dennis Irwin. Arsenal's free kick taken already. Silvinho. Henry. And this is Patrick Vieira. Ljungberg down the right, being urged by the Arsenal bench to take on the nearest man, who is Ryan Giggs. And he's delivered. Vieira. Ljungberg lost his man beautifully then. Ball to Henry. Bergkamp straight into the hands of Van der Haar. Poor angle really for Dennis Bergkamp to get any power or pace on the header. Beckham for Manchester United. Glorious ball that was to Dwight York. Keogh's defending has been outstanding today. Parler's given it away though. Dwight York again. Here's Ryan Giggs. Lovely little touch. Nicky Butt's there. York. Vieira's challenge. Did brilliantly there, Vieira. Wanted that ball to be his. Now, Dennis Bergkamp. And Vieira's continued his run. Stam at the pace to get Manchester United out of trouble there. There is going to be a substitution made by Arsenal. It's not going to be the one the crowd were hoping for. Davor Schuker is still warming up. But the man who has got his tracksuit off, I can see on the far side of the stadium, is Mark Overmars. Henry. Ball's gone out of play now, so Gary Lewin, the Arsenal physio, just trying to catch the referee's attention so that Mark Overmars can come on here. He's missed 3 of the first 4 games with a groin problem, just one brief appearance as a substitute so far. whose place he's going to take. Somewhat surprisingly, I think, is Canu. Different sort of player, of course. Canu playing as a central striker. Overmars now will go to his usual position, I would think, on the left, leaving Thierry Henry to go up front alongside Dennis Bergkamp. Henry, a very, very adaptable, versatile player who can play down either flank or as a central striker, which is where he's gone. Nicky Butt, Dwight York, Giggs. Here's Cole, danger here for Arsenal, great defending again by Keown. Oh, that is brilliant. Well, there have been so many monumental performances in this game, it would be difficult to pick a man of the match, but I think mine would be Martin Keown. He's not put a foot wrong. Well, they're hemmed in here by Irwin. Did well to find a way out. Henry. Under 20 minutes remaining, and suddenly Giggs in a dangerous position here, and for the umpteenth time Matthew Upson has made a crucial interception for Arsenal. The youngsters had a good game as well in that back four. Here's Nicky Butt. Manchester United go in search of a winner, and indeed both these teams looking to finish it here. Here's Dwight York. It was Upson there again, followed by Keown to clear the danger. United coming on strong in the last few minutes. The ball had gone out of play there. I didn't know the linesman's actually indicated it'll be a free kick, and Beckham gets shown a yellow card for protesting a little too strongly towards the linesman. Referee's very hot on that sort of thing this season. It certainly was a foul all by Beckham. He didn't really have a case to complain that vociferously. But complain he did, and kick the ball away as well. But I think it was the descent. Well, don't need to be a lip reader to see that he clearly said, "What's that for?" I didn't say anything terribly offensive about that myself. Usually upset, these little petals, aren't they, these linesmen and referees? Dwight York. Nicky Butt, that's a good ball if Beckham can reach it. Keown got there first. Silvinho. Jumbo. And now Mark Overmars gets his first touch, goes round Neville. And Neville's going to become the latest player to be cautioned for that challenge. Four players booked now, they've all been from Manchester United: Scholes, Berg, Beckham and Neville. It's a good free kick, a very good header away by Roy Keane. Overmars in possession again, added a new dimension to Arsenal's attack. Great skill. Header away by Berg. Bergkamp. Well, it was almost like a back pass rather than a shot. Did his best today, Dennis Bergkamp. Silvinho's clearance. Great Parler. Irwin holding off or trying to Ljungberg, but the Swede doing well. And gets his cross in. Lovely touch. Bergkamp to Overmars. Two-footed player can cause trouble on either side. Now Bergkamp again. Brilliant skill from Bergkamp, and he really earned his team the corner there. The move towards the final quarter of an hour here at Highbury in what's been an absolutely top-rate, fascinating, entertaining game. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Henningberg launched himself at that to clear. Silvino, now Stam getting it away. Back in by Martin Keown, Stam there again. Ray Parler's header this time. Arsenal are ready to bring on another substitute, and this time it is going to be Davor Shuka. Looks like Alex Ferguson's thinking of a change too. I can see Teddy Sheringham getting ready. Henry meantime. Overmars. Henry and Bergkamp in the box. Great header away by Stam. Parler. And the referee's given a foul against Henry there. The channel challenge on Henningberg, and that'll be the signal now for the substitutions. And the new man, Davor Shuka, £3.5 million signing from Real Madrid, is going to replace Thierry Henry, another of the expensive newcomers. Shuka has just played 2 matches in quick succession for his country, Croatia, against Yugoslavia and Malta. He's been flown back by a private jet to spend the night in London, rest up, and now to come on and make his debut. Top scorer in last summer's World Cup finals with 6 goals as his country took 3rd place in those finals. Teddy Sheringham will replace Andy Cole meantime for Manchester United, and as an ex-Tottenham player, he's not going to get quite the warm reception that Shuka got a moment ago. In fact, he's not even going to get on. There's a problem here. What is it? He's got to tape up some jewellery, presumably. I think he'd have enough time to work that one out, really, wouldn't you? Sitting on the bench for 75 minutes. Here's Giggs. Sheringham gets his first touch. Giggs. Will those changes affect the outcome, I wonder? And if so, whose substitution will prove to be the telling one? Owen's cross is a good one, and that was a mighty header away by Upson. Arsenal could break here. Shuka gets his first touch, and it's a great ball. Overmars took it in his stride. Well defended by Neville, but here's Parler. Great tackle by Jaap Stam. So important as well. Arsenal are firing on all cylinders there. Overmars. Shuka. My word. That would have been the debut goal to top them all if it had gone in. Must have been all of 35, if not 40 yards from goal. That's confidence for you. Look at that, it was only just over the halfway line. Incredible effort, incredibly wide, it has to be said as well, but confident start. Sheringham, the other substitute. Giggs. Good run by Ryan Giggs. He's been forced wide though. Keown almost inevitably there to clear. Owen couldn't keep it in play. Alex Ferguson's not too happy with the referee over something that happened there with Giggs on the far side. Giggs. Ball. Manchester United's free kick. And Alex Ferguson never slow to let officials know what he thinks. And the 4th official waves him back onto his seat, and Graham Cole obviously sees the funny side of that. Sheringham. Giggs' cross beaten away. Keeps it in play, Giggs. Goal kick. Well, in fact, it's obviously deflected there because the linesman's just indicated to the referee that it's a corner, so Mr. Paul changes his mind, and Manchester United get a little bonus out of that. Beckham finds a way through the thin blue line and takes a great corner, but well defended again by Arsenal. Schuker. Silvinho. Here's Overmars. That was Schuker. This time finds Silvinho. Clearance was by Dennis Irwin. Run back by Silvinho. Now Ray Parlour. Bergkamp. Berg's clearance under pressure. Oh, it actually hit the corner flag and stayed in. Overmars. Didn't have to get to the line there, Overmars. And now finally Arsenal do get the corner. They thought they got a few seconds earlier. Schuker being closely watched by the Manchester United defenders. They know all about his reputation. Great header away again by Stam, another defender who's had a hopeless performance. Beckham. Pushed aside by Parlour, and I think he's going to become the first Arsenal player. Of course, and Beckham wanted to take the free kick quickly, but the referee didn't need him to. So Ray Parlour joins the list of sinners. This challenge. The yellow cards now numbering 5. Pretty much the average in the Premiership these days. Nothing average about this game, though. Excellent match, still hanging in the balance. But he may regret keeping that in there, Silvinho, because Manchester United have got possession back. David Beckham, Nicky Butt. Vieira's challenge a little too strong on Beckham. Come on down is the instruction from the official. A wild challenge, wasn't it, by Patrick Vieira? Unnecessary, really. He's put his team under a bit of pressure here. Beckham's free kick is good. Arsenal's defending's better. Stam, Keane, Irwin, Giggs. Turned on by Sheringham towards York. Meningberg. There's Neville. Dwight York. Beckham to his right. He gets possession now. 3 in the box for Manchester United. York's one of them. Big appeal for a penalty as Nicky Butt went down. Then Beckham goes down. Keane and Vieira clash. Giggs in possession. And the referee saw what went on there between Keane and Vieira. How is he going to deal with it? Vieira just letting his temper get the better of him in the last few minutes, and he and Stam have a confrontation. Well, I'm afraid this is not the first time we've seen scenes of a similar nature when these two teams meet, and the referee's got some sorting out to do here, and I wouldn't be surprised if a red card is flourished. Not like Jaap Stam. He's normally a very calm, cool customer, I have to say. I've never seen him react quite like that before. There was a head-to-head confrontation between him and Vieira. Now the referee, being surrounded by players, has got some difficult decisions to make, Graham Poll. Here's the first challenge by Vieira. Then he and Keane clashed. Keane almost retaliated, and Vieira should be in trouble for that. He was the aggressor there, without doubt. Well, Stam's just had a telling off. Patrick Vieira's being called aside by the referee. Keane did well to keep his temper there, I think. Pretty fiery character, usually. Patrick Vieira was sent off once last season and has been red-carded 3 times in all in his Arsenal career. And he hasn't got a card of any description. Well, I'm amazed. I really thought we'd see cards there, and all honesty, I thought we might see a red card. But no, the referee has deemed it sufficient just to tick off the combatants. We can get on with the football again. Well, it all got a bit interesting there, didn't it? House clearance. Keown pumping it back in again. Stam with a powerful clearance. Offside here, Dennis Bergkamp. Well, I suppose you've got to applaud the referee. I'm not sure if he would, but all too easily these days referees do brandish yellow and red cards for trivial offences. I can think of a fair number of referees who would have deemed either of those 2 flashpoints worthy of a dismissal, but Mr. Paul didn't even show a yellow card. Dwight York looking for Beckham. Good challenge by Silvino, now Vieira. Good ball, a lovely little header as well. Parler's dispossessed though by Giggs. Danger here for Arsenal. Ryan Giggs hits it, and it comes to Roy Keane, and Keane has slipped home the winner, surely. 2.5 minutes to go. The captain gets his 2nd goal of the game, and Manchester United players and fans celebrate. And Arsenal caught cold. Parler, one of those responsible for the errors, in particular being dispossessed there by Ryan Giggs. He tried to shoot, the ball deflected straight into the path of Roy Keane, and there was never any doubt that Keane was going to slide it home for his 2nd goal of the game, his 2nd goal of the season, and surely the winner. And it's not very often that Arsenal concede 2 goals in any match, particularly here at Highbury, where, remember, they've gone 30 matches before today without defeat. They've won the last 11 in all competitions in succession. Now they are facing defeat against the champions, Manchester United. And Stam defends well against Bergkamp once more. Well, what a fantastic finish here. It really looked as though it was heading for a draw. But Roy Keane has certainly strengthened his case for the next round of contract negotiations with his 2 goals today. And Dwight York winning it back brilliantly as well. And Giggs almost arrived on the scene. Well, I've got to say, in all fairness, I don't think Arsenal deserved to lose this game. For me, a draw would have been the just outcome. But it looks as though they are going to lose it now. We're in the final minute at Highbury, and Manchester United have a 2-1 lead and have possession. Beckham. Vieira wins it back. Interesting how much stoppage time is added now. Schuker holding it up well. Overmars. Well, from a goal down, Manchester United have come back brilliantly. Frustration for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. All remains to be seen now is how long the referee had. Oh, it could have been a bizarre goal there as the clearance from the goalkeeper, struck his own player, and Upson is still down injured. There will be 4 minutes added, so maybe I was being a bit hasty in suggesting that Roy Keane's second goal might prove the winner. That's a fair bit of time, but it won't seem long enough for Arsenal and Arsene Wenger. Matt Rice is trusted lieutenant alongside him, but the man who has surely provided the key to this game is the brilliant Roy Keane. Many people, the best midfield player in the Premiership. And look at the delight on Alex Ferguson's face. Roy Keane has got 2 goals in 1 game. He only scored 5 in the whole of last season, so if he carries on at this rate, he's going to be in for one of his best goal-scoring seasons ever. Now Alex Ferguson will be eyeing the watch. He usually has his own stopwatch. He just left it behind this time. Upson's head will be spinning after that incident. We're into stoppage time now. There'll be more, of course, because that delay took about a minute. So I think we're looking at around 5 minutes or something like that now to play. Henningberg pumps it back in. Eddie Sheringham backing into Upson. On by Ljungberg, Schuker, beaten to it by Stam. He's been brilliant, Stam. Him at one end and Keogh at the other. He comes to win it again here. Oh, excellent play by Keogh. Dixon. Schuker with a little flick on. Henningberg hesitated and then was fouled by Dennis Bergkamp. Manchester United set to go top of the Premiership. There's a tiny crumb of consolation for Arsenal. At least if they do, it'll knock Tottenham off the top. Another site that's gone down very well in this particular area of North London. But how dearly they'd celebrate an equaliser here, Arsenal, if they can get it. Time running out. Injured here, and the referee is going to have a word. Patrick Vieira's in trouble. He's calling him over, and Vieira's refusing to go. He's going to get himself in even deeper trouble here, Vieira. It was that little flick that the referee wasn't happy with. And again, he's been lenient, the referee. Vieira's a lucky boy for me to still be on the field. Away with a couple of very risky moments in this last 15 minutes. Again, the referee saying, calm down. Foul then by Berg. This might be Arsenal's best chance of snatching something. Almost everyone's gone forward. Only manning it back in the Arsenal half. Silvino's free kick. Goalkeeper came to claim it. That's excellent work by Van der Houw. Gets as much height and distance on the clearance as he can. Ljungberg, clever. Berg and Stam have been pretty immovable objects in Manchester United's defence today. Well, I left my watch running and it's now showing 49 minutes. This could be the last meaningful action here for Arsenal. They have a free kick. It might be their final hope of an equalising goal. And the header by Upson, saved think he's allowed it. Well, a moment of real controversy. Calm down is his instruction to everyone. He's gone across to his linesman to find out what his view of the incident was. Well, a real major talking point at the end here. Martin Keown told to go away. What's the linesman's view? I don't think he's allowed the goal, that's for sure. Now Arsenal players go to the linesman concerned. But you can tell from the body language there that that goal has not been allowed. Presumably, let's have a look at it again here. The referee deciding it was a foul. Now, it was right on the line there. He had a hand on the ball as Keown turned it in. Now, well, that is highly debatable. Normally, referees will say if the goalkeeper's got two hands on the ball, then he's in possession and you can't do that. But that's a very unusual sort of incident. He had one hand on the ball was on the line, clearly the whole of the ball wasn't over the line. Then Keown came sliding in to turn it over the line. The goalkeeper's lying injured, and the referee has pretty obviously disallowed the goal. There's evidence that it hadn't crossed the line. Well, maybe he did have a second hand on the ball, and maybe that's why the referee hasn't given it. Great header in the first place by Upson. One hand there, one hand. Then he got the second on it, just as Keown came sliding in. So, well, by the laws of the game, by a fraction of a second, the referee was within his rights, I think, to disallow the goal. Oh, what an incredible finish here we've had. And the young and untested goalkeeper, Nick Culkin, might come on for the briefest debut in history here, because I reckon we're well over the time added anyway. There can only be a number of seconds remaining here as we see the incident again. Great header by Upson, twice close to scoring today. Keown will feel that that ball was there to be turned over, but the referee will feel that Manda had both hands on the ball and therefore was in possession, and that was a foul. Well, what a story we've got here, because with Mark Bosnich out injured, Manchester United have now lost their number 2 goalkeeper, Raymond van der Houw, and Nicky Culkin, who's only 20 and who has never played in a first-team match. He's played in a couple of pre-season friendlies and the like, but he's never played in a competitive fixture for Manchester United. Comes on for what I think might be the shortest debut in history, because I would strongly believe that the referee will blow the whistle here. Well, of course, there'll be some time to be added for this stoppage to Van der Houw. Clearly has got a pretty horrible knock in the face there, but there can only be 3 or 4 seconds to go. So here's Culkin's first kick in Premiership football, and there is the whistle, as I expected. That is the briefest debut in history. Culkin's come on, kicked the ball once, the final whistle's blown, and Manchester United have beaten Arsenal by 2 goals to 1. But really, so many talking points have been thrown up by this game. Let's not lose sight of the fact that it was a superb game of football. It got a little bit angry towards the end. Patrick Vieira, in particular for me, was fortunate to stay on the field. And then we had a major talking point, literally with seconds remaining, with that injury to Raymond van der Houw and the disallowed goal. Roy Keane, skipper at Manchester United, got 2 goals. And it's the travelling band of United fans who'll go home happy. Manchester United have won a critical fixture here at Highbury today against the club that may be their biggest rivals in the championship race this season. And Keane, the captain, has got the 2 goals that have turned them into the leaders of the Premiership again, kept their fantastic away record going, and inflicted a very, very rare defeat on Arsenal here at Highbury. The final score in the biggest game of the season so far in the English Premiership: Arsenal 1, Manchester United 2.